Right guys, welcome back to the Regal Gentleman YouTube channel. Today we've got Ben in the chair. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
You good? Oh, good, mate. I'm good. So what are we doing today? What's the plan?
The idea is take it all off the sides,
okay,
nice and tight, and then leave a bit of length on top.
Okay.
I've got some pictures to show you.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's see what you got.
This is the aim. But
okay.
I'm very aware that I've got very different hair compared to some of these.
Okay. Let's have a look.
But that's the sort of length on top.
Okay.
And those sort of tight sides.
So a skin fade on the sides. Yeah. Okay.
So this is how I've had my hair before.
Yeah.
Something that's sort of achievable with my style of hair, really. But
okay. That kind of shape, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So now, just on that image there, right? That is obviously a model image. So his hair is not going to stay there, other than for that split second on the camera. That's just so you know.
Something
all right.
Achievable.
Yeah. Exactly. But that kind of shape. I mean, the thing is, they're all a little bit different, though, right? And technically different, right? So yours before is quite side parted over to one side, right? And it's very high on the sides. Now, go back to the other guy a second that we've just been on. That's more like a pompadour. So as you can see, that's longer in the middle and everything's coming back. So that would be cut into a pomp. So it's shorter, getting up on the sides and then coming a lot of height at the front and then it's coming back, right? What would you prefer more of? Do you want to wear it more to the side? Like I know you got that one there as well. I've noticed you got that one. You got that one there as well. That one there is apart and again.
Probably more to the side.
More to the side.
Yeah,
okay.
Where it comes,
more like that guy there, the one you showed me. So more like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that would be cut differently, you see, because it wouldn't be cut like a pomp.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we can do something like that. And your hair, can I just see your hair again before it was long? Okay, yes, so there isn't much curl in there really, is there? It's not as curly as it is today.
Yeah, so that was with a hairdryer.
Okay,
brush.
But you could blow dry it out though, yeah. Okay, cool, man. How long ago was that?
That was about 3 years ago.
Okay, all right. Okie dokie. Hair may have changed in that time, just so you know. But we'll do what we can. Definitely do what we can. Let's have a little look at blow dry that out. Yeah, I could blow dry that out. Cool, man. All right, well, easy enough there. Then we know what we're doing. So let's get you gowned up and we'll get you started. All right. Nice. Right, guys. So I'm gonna start by putting Ben's hair into a horseshoe section. I was thinking about starting on the top, but I actually think the shape I'm gonna try and create, I really need to leave the top to the very end to work out how the fade's going in. So I think I'm going to start by doing a horseshoe first. Let's get the back and sides done. Let's get the length we want to go to, and then we can start to really build up that weight and that length through the top as well. So working it from the recession, I'm going to drop it down a bit as well at the back because we need to leave some length in there. I want to bring it round and match to the other side as well. Just bear with me, Ben. It's going to be on your face for a minute, mate, but just bear with me. I'm sure you've been used to that for a while now, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm not drenching the hair or nothing. I'm just going to be working with clippers, so I want to keep it nice and dry anyway. But just enough, just wet enough so that we can just section it off, really. So it's a tiny bit damp on top, but that's about it, really. I'm keeping some length through the top, through there, right? So just at the recession point, like so. And then dropping it down to the crown at the back. There we go. You do realise your mates are going to screenshot all of this, right, don't you? You know?
Yeah, I look like I'm ready for props.
Oh dear. There we go. I'm not too sure how many people outside the UK will know what Crufts is, you know. Yeah, it's a very British thing, isn't it, you know. It's a very British joke, that. There we go. Crufts, for anyone watching, is the dog competition. There we go. Right. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready for this? Because I'm ready for this. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just bulk removing the length on the back and sides. Okay, so just a bit of clipper over comb. One of the most satisfying things any barber or hairdresser can do. You ready for this, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
What I'm doing is just removing bulk. Like that. Okay, not going too high, because obviously we're going to be working up into that top. But I'm just removing all the length through the back and sides, so I can get my clippers through it properly, and my guards especially. There we go. I had to move that because I literally went flying on that then. I don't think the camera saw me nearly fall over then, did it? There we go. Health and safety in the workplace, you see, Ben?
Yeah.
Top priority. Let's start with our skin fade. So start with my number 2 as always, but don't forget, this is very important that we look at Ben's face shape now, okay? Because obviously all the lengths come off now. Go down to a skin fade, but let's have a little look where we need to start building weight. So let's have a little look at his face shape now. So as you see, before the gown was on, you look like you go to the gym, mate. You look like you're pretty, you know.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So we want to make sure he clearly looks after himself. We want to make sure everything else balances right in and makes him look as best he can, right? That's the sort of shape we need to be working off. So you see, cheekbones come out quite a bit there, and then it can concave. So it's slightly diamond-esque face shape-wise. We want to make that stand out even more. So that's perfect for what we're trying to achieve, actually. Bringing that weight out, like the way mine needs to come out, it's perfect, because then that way I can get away with even more length on top. So that'll be ideal. So, starting off with R2. So I'm going to start from the back, through here. I'm going to start number 2. 2 in. And leaving some of that length towards the crown, like so. Now I'm doing the 2 all the way from the bottom because obviously there's so much length there. I just want to remove it all so it's much cleaner fade. It's clean for me to fade it as well. Don't forget we're looking to build up that weight to the top as well, so we're not taking it too high. I'm going to use this bit here to start to build that shape up into the transition on the top. So on my 0 line now, I'll put that in as well. While I'm here, while the guard's off. But don't forget, I'm getting it to this length here because I want to still sharpen off the hairline around the temple, but also we've got to keep weight through here. We've got to keep this angle here, so we can't be going too high with the 0. What we will do is though, we'll stretch the blend out. I always think that gives the best finish we can get really. So I want to do that. I want to stretch that blend out for him and just show off the kind of high and tightness of what we're trying to achieve, but obviously still working within the look we're trying to achieve on top as well. So working this down, dropping it down at the back. Like so. Again, one of the reasons why I'm dropping it down at the back lower is because we're keeping a lot of fringe. And I don't want it to be all just very front heavy. I want the back to have some shape as well. So on the profile, everything just seems to fit into place as well. If we went too high at the back, we'd just be loads of front and it wouldn't really work. Start blending this in. Like so. That's all about the angle of the comb, right? So look how far over my teeth are. See? If I was going to go flat, I remove all that length, angle the teeth over, you keep more length up there. So as simple as just the angle of the teeth. A bit like if you were going to shave it right up, you bring it further out as you go higher. Same idea with the comb. I'm going to move on to our trimmers now, okay? So let's put a bit of detail into this temple as well. Show off the fade a bit more. Not cutting too far into the hairline though, just enough to strengthen it, but also give a bit more detail. And now we'll move on to our trimmers as well. How's this feeling so far, Ben?
Pretty good, nice and a lot cooler now.
I can imagine, mate, I can imagine. How long had you grown it for?
About 2 years.
Wow. Have you told anyone about this, by the way, that you're getting your hair cut like this, or?
Not many people, no.
No. Everyone's gonna walk straight past you when they see you, you know, you do realise that.
Yeah.
No one's gonna recognise you. Right, I'm going to start with blending this out. I'm going to straight into the half, just turn the head over, and stretch this blend out now as well, okay? Make by guard skipping. You get a really nice finish on this. It's going to look a lot more severe as well down the bottom, which is what we want, but we're going to make sure we maintain that weight at the top. On the half now, just to fine tune. And down to the one. Right, now which way would you prefer to wear your hair? Now it does seem to go better that way, but you get more height going that way. Which way would you prefer? Because your hair doesn't, it can go either way really for this kind of style. So what would you like?
I'd probably go for more height.
More height, yeah. So bring it more over to one side that way, yeah. Okie dokie. Take a section from the back, just before the crown, which is here. Just on the right hand side, just there. It doesn't matter too much though, because we're going to have a bit of texture in there, so that way able to fall either way. But always prevention over cure. Take the crown out of the way. Yeah, so I'm picking the length of the back that's going to work for the front. Don't need all that length at the back because that's not how the style works. It's more up, brushed over at the front, and then adding some texture through the back. That's what's going to work better. So we're going to start to pull this back and over direct it, so we've got quite a bit of length in the front. So as you can see, I'm pulling that back a section, like so. Starting to maintain more length. We pull this bit back now 2 sections. Just keeping more length and more length. And take the fringe right back to the middle. And what we'll do, bring this down and connect it horizontally to the bottom to keep maintaining that weight in there. This is to the point of where we were starting our clipper work blending as well. We point cut into this corner. I want to build up that weight at the front as well. So I'm using the fringe. I'm pulling everything over this way. So this length here is from the middle. This is not the fringe. So remove all this length that we don't need right now. We can layer that in a second. We don't need all this length yet. Connecting that bit of crown. And you see I'm keeping that fringe in play. Point cut into this corner here. I'm just starting to isolate the front now, so we know exactly where the fringe is and where we're meant to be cutting it to. So yeah, it's quite an important part of the haircut. Now we bring this down, we just pick the length that's going to work, ready? Say probably just past the eyebrows, I would say is a good length. Now sort of here would be quite nice. So like in my haircut, we're keeping the fringe disconnected because we need that more length in there. There's no way of making that fringe stay up otherwise, whether we connect it in. Bring that down horizontally to connect the fringe in, and we found the length, a little point there. So what we do is we over direct to start with to preserve the length, and then we manually sort of connect it as what we see visually. And I'm just going to bring this back to the session just so we've got a bit more connection there, and the same on this side as well, like so. Now we work onto the crown. You see a lot of length is still there. Goes over this way, so we're going to work on this side first. I'm going to start to cut in to match to the guide underneath. And now I'm going to cut into the thicker parts now as well. I'm going to break them up. That looks really nice like that, man. A little bit of bend in the fringe looks really good. I think coming up and back is quite nice for you actually. Yeah. Into the side it might just fall. So I think just kind of going with that like that. Or maybe like the picture you showed me where it's like a pomp. I haven't cut it into a pompadour, but it's kind of, you know, it's like, you could start it over to one side if you want to. I just think it's nicer with it coming up and back. I think you get a really nice wave in it and stuff. So just one option, you know, I think it's a good option. Now we're just working around to this side now, just trying to perfect that blend. Make sure everything looks nice, make sure everything's balanced, falling into the right place. I'm doing quite a lot of like bit of thinning out as well, just in the bits that I feel are a bit heavy. But again, just doing it more from what I can see and what I can kind of feel coming through the comb as well. switch onto a smaller comb now, just to fine tune that 1 into the 2. Yeah, I think something like that would be quite nice, man. Looks well. We just point cut into the blender a little bit more, and then style it out for you. Just to soften it a bit more. There we go. Now I'm just going to blast it off with a bit of coal there, and then I'll start it off for you, mate. How's it looking? Happy, yeah? Right, to style this, I'm going to use some styling powder, okay? I think it's the best one for your hair texture because it is a little bit finer. If we put clays on and stuff, I think it'll just bind it together and weigh it down. Sprinkle some over.
Okay.
And then rub it in, like that. Oh, yeah, bring it over to one side a bit, like so. Go that kind of slightly over to one side. What's quite nice as well, see that front, just using maybe like a brush, just to brush it through. I'll have a little bit more fullness in there as well. And that is a version of what you showed me, mate. As best I could.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Thanks, man. There you go, buddy. Big difference.
Yeah, isn't it?
There you go, man. Yeah, I know, yeah. But that's basically, based on all the pictures you showed me, that's the outcome that I got from what you showed me. So kind of still slightly pompadour, still over to one side slightly, loads of texture in there, and then down to skin on the back and sides as well. Looks nice, doesn't it, man? That shape coming out on the sides well really fits into your face shape too as well. Happy, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.